Perfect. Blueberry Eyes has been amazing. It's been such an incredible wave ride. I almost said that. But it's been a wave and a ride, and I've loved every second of being able to just be welcomed by BTS's fans, army, and just their warmth and their wonderful dedication to this song, because Suga has been such an incredible part of it. And it came from just, again, I feel like I'm realizing that the songs that connect, for my music at least, just come from that place of love. And I wrote this song for my wife. She has these big, beautiful blue eyes, and it just was about what I dreamed it would be like to finally be with the person you're meant to be with. It was me thinking back to that me who was dating the wrong people and just wishing that I'd feel that way about someone, and finally waking up and seeing that person every morning. And so that's what the song's about, and it's been an amazing ride.
That's good. So since this song is a collaboration with a well-known K-pop artist, do you plan on doing something like this in the future with other K-pop groups?
I love Korean music. I've really fallen in love. After going to Korea for that first time, I remember I left and there was this amazing song by Zico called Any Song that was just blowing up at the time. And I just was obsessed with that song right away. I was like, yo, this song is crazy. So I hit him up and gave him love. And of course, I've been giving love to BTS for a long time. And just, I'm the type that if you're giving love to my music, I'm definitely going to check yours out to see if I can give love back. And with pretty much every Korean act that's given love to mine, I've really fallen in love with their stuff. So I'm sure that it comes from that love, and that collaborations, they emerge. So I'm sure it'll be more of that for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Edwin?
Salamat.
Yes, good morning, Max. Suga is an accomplished songwriter himself. Are there any plans for you to collaborate more, like maybe sing one of his songs and, I don't know, grace one of BTS feature recordings?
Great question. Yeah, I think that's why we bonded so much, because he's so in the weeds of all the music. He produces, he writes, and so getting to be a part of August B for Burn It for his project was where it all started, and then him being on my album. But before we were trying to find the right song for my album, and he actually sent me a production and a little bit of a verse of his own for a different song, and said maybe we do this one. So we ended up using my own song, Blueberry Eyes, but I'm sure that just because we have that connection musically, and he's such a great producer and writer, I'm sure this is just the beginning of our musical collaboration. So excited to see what the world has in store.
Okay. What kept you busy throughout this pandemic? I can imagine that you stayed home a lot.
Yeah, I made a baby. She's going to be here in like a week. So, that was the first week of my pandemic, first week of quarantine. And we've been trying for a bit, so she definitely chose this time to come into the universe. And my entire pandemic life has been seeing my wife get pregnant. And so it's been kind of amazing to have that moment. The universe has its own plans. So, they laugh at your plans, just be open to the universe's plans. So between that and doing all the music videos for this album and the music, like the Blueberry Eyes music video, we created within 2 months during the pandemic. So, it definitely, we kept ourselves busy in the time we definitely didn't think we'd be busy, which was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Salamat.
Alan?
Hi, Max. So
Hey.
I would just like to ask about your vocal troubles. How did it go about? How did you deal with it?
Yeah, I feel like it's something that a lot of artists go through it, and I think it's not as openly talked about as an athlete getting an injury, a basketball player getting an injury, or whoever else. And so I didn't really know much about it. And then I learned so much, of course, when I had what it's called a polyp, that Adele had a polyp, and Justin Timberlake, and all these artists that I've idolized have been through this injury. So it definitely made me feel a little more, it made me feel a little better about it. It just usually happens from overworking it, singing too much, not taking care of yourself or resting, too many shows in a row. And so I think between that and realizing, you got to pace yourself even if you're following those dreams, I learned to just really be grateful for every moment through that surgery.